Yeah, today carries its own beauty. These posts are new. Don't know what that's all about. 4 posts. And these are new, obviously, look at them. So I don't know if they're going to put a little tent roof up or what, I don't know. But yeah, I like this place. It reminds me of, you know, the Highlands of Scotland, like the lochs and stuff. I just needed to get out. This was the perfect place today. Nice still water. It's lovely and quiet. You just hear the breeze off the trees and the birds singing and stuff. Yeah, just what I needed, man. Level out my spirit again. Grey. I don't know about you, but I don't know, I'm just drawn to grey. Grey scenery. I just think it's beautiful, especially against a body of water. I don't know what it is. Whether it's childhood memories of being with my mum when we went on holiday into the Highlands, when it was just like this. Just about it was going to drop with rain. The clouds look pregnant with the rain. Just about to drop, don't they? It's beautiful, it's lovely. Don't get me wrong, I love my sun. As in the sun in the sky, sunny weather and stuff, summer. Especially in the countryside and that, but grey skies, especially like now, like when it's just about to rain and stuff. It's just lovely. I love it. And I've been thinking, been standing there for about 20 minutes now, just looking into the distance, trying to figure out why I love it so much. Is it that childhood memory, or is it just because I'm fatigued? That's another reason why I had to come out today. Not physically fatigued, sorry. Not even mentally fatigued. It's more, I think I'm emotionally fatigued. Spiritually fatigued. I mean, life's giving me a bit of a beat down at the minute. You know, midlife, man, it comes with its own surprises, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, its own special weighted championship boxing gloves to give you that sharper hit. I mean, so it lands better. Taps that jaw, man. Like in the fight last night. Yeah, did you watch that? Didn't go the way I expected it to go. You know what I mean? I knew Dubois had a chance. I didn't expect AJ to get wiped out like that, though. You know what I mean? Dubois, man. Oh, I can go this way. He's always going to be dangerous. You know, but I thought AJ, you know what I mean, better footwork, more tools. You know what I mean? I thought you get them little like hairy moments and stuff. But I thought you'd weather that. And then we put Dubois down, but nah. Dubois wasn't having none of it, mate. You know what I mean? Touched him in the first round, man. Then it was like some survival mode from there. You know what I mean? Like, take my hat off to him. I knew it was always going to be trouble though. Because he's had like much tougher opponents in his last 2-3 fights and stuff. You know, and AJ, man, you know, got his killer instinct back, knocking out them guys and stuff, but one of them was like a formal sparring partner. He knew the guy inside out. He knew the guy was like scared of him anyway. The guy knew he hasn't got that that boxing know-how, and he's just like, AJ was just ready for him. New trainer and that. Got him into the groove and stuff like that, but the opponents weren't like the boss. So I was like, it was always in my back of my mind, it's like, yeah, Dubois, man, he ain't gonna be no pushover. But nah, I didn't expect that one. Yeah, wicked fight, man. Yeah. That's what life's like. Yeah, I mean, you can prepare for it. You know, you think you've like covered all angles and stuff. 2-2 sometimes doesn't go the way that you plan, and you get licked down. Can't get back up. Sometimes you just gotta lay down for a bit. Just lay down and rest. I suppose this is what this is today. You know what I mean? Whether you can perceive it or not, I'm actually resting right now. Resting, man. I'm at ease. Even though I'm walking and stuff, but you know what I mean? This is levelling me out right now. This is lovely. All the troubles and stuff. Just going into the ether, man. You need to get out and walk, mate. People, they relieve stress in different ways. Everyone's different, I suppose. But this is one of the good ones for me. It does the job. You know what I mean? I meditate and all that. Sit down, do different meditations. Sometimes focusing on the breath. You know. Or the third eye meditations and all sorts of different meditations. But sometimes nothing beats walking in nature, you know what I mean? This is actual meditation. Yeah. Trees. Yeah, when you walk into a forest, coming in like from a wide open space, the mood just changes. It's like when I was speaking to my elderly friend. We were talking and stuff, and he was like, yeah, especially when you're walking at night, wide open spaces are one thing, but when you're going into like woods and stuff, it's completely different. And I said to him, why is that? What is that? What's that all about? Why does it unnerve people? It's because you can't see. You can't see clearly. It's kind of like a fog. I mean, your mind starts to mess around with you. You know what I mean? Things are like covered over. Is there something behind the trees or what? It's like, compared to an open space, you can see everything. I was like, that's a good way of looking at it. You know. But yeah. We're complex. We're very, very complex, aren't we? Very, very complex creatures we are. We make most of our trouble ourselves. Number one trouble causes for our own life's mishaps. Yeah. Yeah, I needed a little walk today as well. Body needs a little workout, man. I don't work out as much as I used to. Need to be a bit more militant with that. But yeah. No hills today. So this one's alright. Nice steady walk. Could I walk through here at night time? I don't think I could. I don't think I'm ready yet. Could I walk through here at night time? Well, I've already walked through here. But that was with me, my brethrens then. I mean alone. Nah, I don't think I'm ready yet. So what's the difference then? It's the same old forest. Or woods, should I say. What's the difference? There's nothing different. The trees ain't changed. It'd just be the light. You know what I mean? So why is the light such a big factor? You know what I mean? So it's not the actual woods, is it? else I wouldn't be walking through here right now. It's just the darkness then. So obviously then the darkness changes your perception of the woods then, doesn't it? Because the woods ain't changed because of the darkness. Or have they? That's the question. You know what I mean? I'm just asking myself questions right now. Yeah. I've got a good camera on this phone as well. So it's actually darker from what the camera's showing you. You know what I mean? But don't worry, I'll be out of here before it touches dark, trust me. What's that, a crow? Yeah, I forgot my trail of thought then. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The darkness, does it change your perception of your surroundings, or does the surroundings actually change because of the darkness itself? Do you know what I mean? The darkness permeating it. Does it give it a new signature that makes it real? Okay, looks like they've chopped all the bushes down. There, look. Yeah, they've cut all the grass. Oh, look. I've just walked through a bunch of trees. Right. Come out now into this lovely clearing. And it's like there's like a sheet of pressure being taken off my mind. You know what I mean? What's so fearful about woods? I don't know, you tell me. I don't know what that's all about. Again, we were talking about me and my mate, we were talking about the darkness. And when you're going through woods, when you're walking through the countryside and stuff, you got torches and all of that. And it's like, yeah. He said, switch the torch off. Because the torch acts like a shield. And that struck me. I goes, you know what, you're right, it does actually act like a shield. You know what I mean? A shield for the fear that you possess when you're walking and it's dark. Light as a shield. That's something to contemplate on. Light as a shield. And the nature of light compared to darkness. Yeah, that was pretty deep what you came out with there. You're using light as a shield. Yeah. Now there's something different about this bit here. For me. Because every time I come here, this is my favourite bit. It kind of like kind of grabs me. It's like a magnetizing type of beauty, this little bit here, but it's not doing that today. And it's nothing to do with the clouds in the sky or anything. It's like the trees look closer for some reason. I don't know what it is. Something's different. Something's off. That's strange. Yeah, it don't look as good today for some reason. Still nice though. Shall I walk up there? Come on, let's go for a little walk. You know what? I was watching Mike Tyson the other night on YouTube. That rapper Cameron and Mace. They do this. I think it's based around sports, and they chat about sports. So they had him on as a guest. You know what I mean? And they started chatting and all of that, having jokes and all that type of thing. And they were like firing questions to Mike Tyson, you know, and he was like, Mike Tyson's deep, you know. He's a deep guy. You know, I don't think people really give him the credit he deserves. Obviously, like, he's done a lot of wild stuff and all of that, and, you know, he's got this bit of a bad man reputation and stuff, obviously, because he's a fighter, and, you know, how he got brought up and stuff like that, but he's a very astute observationalist of life. Telling you, man, he's yeah, he's sharp. He's very sharp. So yeah, they were talking, laughing and joking, as you do. And I was getting towards like the end of the show, and the subject of death came up. I forgot how it came up now. And like Cameron was like, yeah, I don't want to go just yet, touch wood, you know, making it all jovial and stuff. And Mike Tyson, throughout all the questions, from time to time, he'd be very serious in his answer. And his demeanour like suddenly changed, and he was like, why are you frightened of death? There's nothing to be frightened of death for. It's like, it's just a natural cycle of life. I'm paraphrasing now, by the way. And he was like, death's not bad. You know? He said, look at life. Is life always good? You know what I mean? You have your good times, you have your bad times and stuff. And he goes, you came into life. You know what I mean? And you're going out of life into death. So how can death be bad? You know what I mean? And life good, or life bad, and death good. You know, it's just part of a cycle which we're all drawn into. You know what I mean? It's like, don't give it like any like focus that's not needed on it. You know, bad focus. It's like, it is what it is. We're going to go anyway. It's like, don't be fearful of it. It is what it is. Just, you know, just be cool. And don't give it any type of labeling that it doesn't need. It's not good and it's not bad. And life, same as life. Life's not good, it's not bad. It's just life is just life. It's what you perceive of it. You know, life is death, death is life. Mike Tyson's deep, man. And there's another one as well when he was doing his hot boxing. It was him and LL Cool J on the show. And they were chatting again, you know, laughing and joking and stuff. And it's from that podcast that they enlightened me about Alexandre Dumas, the author of The Three Musketeers and The Count of Monte Cristo. It was a black guy, which I knew, but I didn't know anything about his father. His name was Alexandre Dumas as well. And, what was the book called again? Something like the Black Emperor, something like that. Oh, damn, I forgot the title. But yeah, in the book, man, it was chronicling his life and stuff. Very interesting character from Haiti. I think his dad was a French aristocrat. Obviously, had his black girlfriend, his mom, Alexandre's mom, had the child, Alexandre. And then basically, that's how he got over to France as an aristocrat, because he was, through his dad. You know, went to the schools over there, went through the usual BS of racism and stuff. And basically turned into a bit of a bad boy. As in, getting to the top of his game. Like some big time general in the French army, to the point where his fame in battle and stuff was starting to eclipse Napoleon's himself. You know what I mean? I think he went into Egypt with cavalry, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually thought he was Napoleon, which didn't bear too well with Napoleon himself, obviously because of his big ego. You know what I mean? That's the type of fame this guy had, because he was a bad man. And I think him and the other one, then they made a film about him. Oh, what's his name? Joseph Bologna. He was a fencer and he was a top violinist. It wasn't Saint Germain, or was it Saint Germain? Joseph Saint Germain. He's got a few names, but Bologna. They made a film about him. I think it was in like the same cavalry or something. And the Bologna dude, he was the top man. And he was under him. And I think he taught Alexandre how to fence. Because Bologna was like the top man in fencing. He was like a multi-genius type fella. You need to look him up. French dude. But yeah, fascinating life. Fascinating people. But yeah, got off basically Mike Tyson. And LL Cool J. It's bothering me now. Because I'm messing this guy's name up. He was a Freemason as well. And he was a conductor. And he wrote symphonies for a Freemasonic orchestra. I forgot the name, some French name of the Freemasonic Lodge and stuff. Very, very interesting dude. I'm not sure if Dumas was a Freemason as well, I'm not sure. But I know Bologna was. Yeah, the name will probably come to me. But I know one of his names is Joseph Bologna anyway. But yeah, Mike Tyson. Interesting dude. Here's the woods again. I was going to go to the other end, to the back, because they've made another section. I ain't been up there yet, but I don't know. Don't know if I'm in the mood today. Right, that's the car park up there. Don't need to go there. Yeah, it starts to get red and muddy. You need your proper walking boots, you know what I mean? So you don't need to worry whether we're going to get dirty or not. Just walk and do your thing. Yeah, I just read this book. Yeah, the title, I think it's something like The New Slavery, from the Civil War until World War II. Yeah, man. That book was something else. Because I knew about how, like, they changed the laws and stuff. After the American Civil War, to try and get black people back into slavery, because obviously now they're vexed, because they're having to pay people. You know what I mean? I'm not allowed to treat black people like ish anymore. You know? And it's messed up the whole of their economical setup. So anyway, long and short of it now, in the south, they've basically like wangled their way into like basically getting black people for like any type of crime or any like made up crime, put bond out, so obviously they can't pay it because they ain't got no money. So like say a big landowner comes in, pays your bond, and it's like, yeah, you'll have to work it off, you come and work for me for how many months or years and that, and then you can go, you know. But obviously they went back on the deals and stuff. They just basically tricked people back into slavery and treated them, you could say, worse than when they was actually in slavery. And the book like goes in proper details what's going on. Like I think it was the Tennessee Iron and Railroad Company, something railroad company anyway. Messing my R's and my W's up now. Railroad Company. And like mining companies. Just like get a whole heap of black people, a couple of whites, but the majority blacks. And yeah, just basically use them as slaves, like children as well. You know, take them in on jumped up charges. Someone comes in, pays the bail for them, and then you have to work off your bail. And then when it's time to leave, they'll make some other BS up just to keep you in there longer. And, you know, make them work in the mines. You know what I mean? Cram everyone into like cages. You know what I mean? Mattresses and that if you're lucky for beds. Full of lice. You know what I mean? Nowhere to go to the toilet, so you're having to do everything in there. So basically it's just like a cesspool of your own filth. Man's dying of dysentery or that type of thing. You know. It's like you go in there now, you weren't expected to last sometimes a couple of weeks, never mind months. It's enough people dead. Take the bodies out and just dump them in shallow graves just outside like the opening of the mines and stuff. Horrific. But now like you're worthless, you know, you're not even worth that much now. Even like in slavery, like it's like you're owning like a car, that type of money. So at least the slave master's got like a bit of an interest in your welfare, if you can call it that. But like after slavery now, these guys are like, they're basically criminals, classed as criminals. So like, you just chuck them away and get another one. So it's like, in some aspects, like more crazier than what was cracking off in slavery. You know what I mean? It's mad, it's crazy. So another thing that made me laugh when I was reading this book, I forgot the president at the time. Oh God, what was it? One of them, I think it was one of them Roosevelts or Eisenhower, right round about like 1903. You know what I mean? So people who are clued up on American politics will know which one I'm talking about. But yeah. So he was like in converse with, I think it was Booker T. Washington, if I'm not mistaken, or W.E.B. Du Bois, one of the two, I can't rightly remember now, but one of the two. So obviously the black guy knows what's cracking off in the South and is basically like negotiating constantly with the president to like, you know what I mean? It's like, sort this out, man, it's getting beyond a joke. I thought we was all supposed to be free. You know what's cracking off in the South. You're the president, sort it. You know. But as you go deeper into the book, you start to understand how complicit the politicians in the North were with what was going on in the South, because they knew exactly what the hell was cracking off. And plus, senators and that had shares in these big companies that were using this peonage, they called it. This new slave labour. You know what I mean? Failed with the moniker of criminality. It was all BS. You know, just using deceptive intelligence to like get us back in there as slaves, Man, it was wild. It's wild stuff. And like one of like the big advocates of the South who wanted to keep us and keep this system going, he didn't like the president in cahoots with the brother. So Tutu's now is like, when he's talking back to his people, he's like, yeah, this president is, check this, we've got a Negro flavoured president. I've never heard that term before in my life. I had to laugh. I was like, man, of all of like the names that these racist people come up with, these terms for their hate towards us, is the mind boggles. Negro flavoured. It's like, wow. So that reminded me. I've got a book. I've got a book called The Delectable Negro. How during slavery, antebellum times and stuff, the white Southerners just ate black people. In the lynchings and stuff, taking off souvenirs and boiling parts of your body, eating them, eating your heart. People are crazy. Crazy. Like Nat Turner, man, they boiled him. They boiled his bones, I think it was. You know, the Delectable Negro. So that made me think, Negro flavoured. I was like, oh, damn. So what was he up to then? Because this is a reality, man. This ain't me talking no faff. Go and do your own research, man. Yeah, this is a nice little bit. But yeah. Yeah, man, no escape. No escape. So obviously, black people in the South now were starting to like do the demonstrations against how they've been treated again and stuff like that, and trying to make their own communities, and you know, legislation coming in to mash up their communities and making money and all that type of thing, and the constant bullying and blah blah blah, so on and so forth, man. You know, just keeping black people down. It's like black people can't get a break. And the book just carries on. Proofs after proofs, receipts, every damn thing. To the point where it's like, it got so bad, you know, the general populace was like, kind of like starting to accept the status quo, and the status quo can never get out of it, man. It's like some crazy stuff. So basically it's saying near the end of the book, the only thing that changed everything was World War II. When they needed the bodies again for the war. You know what I mean? Instead of having to like change the conditions to let us out. You know what I mean? Because if it weren't for that, there'd be no changes whatsoever. So it's like Pearl Harbor was like a blessing in disguise for black people in the South. It's mad. Crazy. So after that, you know, you watch films like Life with Eddie Murphy and stuff. When like they take that trip down south get wrongly accused, thrown in jail, told that they're going to serve like a certain amount of time, and then basically just get tricked into like staying in there for the rest of their life. That type of stuff. Working in chain gangs and stuff. So all that stuff is real. And they're starting to do it again in America with these chain gangs again. Seems like they had no intention, well, it doesn't seem. The ones behind the scenes had no intention of letting black people free. No intention whatsoever. And have been behind the scenes working day and night to put us back in chains. Trying any way to put us back in chains, man. So I used to say to myself, reparations and all that, it's like, that's a waste of time. Ain't gonna give you no reparation money and stuff. You know, you're just wasting your time, man. Allow it. Ugh. But after going into the history, like really going into it like that, because I heard about it, but going into it, I don't wrong them. I don't wrong them. You know what I mean? If you can get that reparations, man, get it. Because the way they've been treated over there is absolutely, I ain't got no words for it. You know what I mean? The best I can come up with is like horrendous beyond measure. Absolutely friggin' ridiculous. How can you treat people like that? You beat the hell out of us for like 400 years, man. You know what I mean? Just wanted to live a normal life. Didn't want to live better than you. Just a normal life. You don't want to even like give us that. After they helped in like the Civil War and stuff, helped you out, you don't even want to give them that, man. It's like, yo. And even now, this man's just like carrying on in a certain way. It's crazy. What's that got to do with you, Glenn? You're not American, you don't live over there. Rare. It's like, yo. Someone kidnaps your family and drops someone off in a different country and all that, do they stop or cease being your family? Because that's basically what happened. We're chilling, come and raid our village or whatever in Africa, take a family and basically drop us off. Some in Jamaica, some in Cuba, some in the southern United States, because we're all coming from like East Africa, the same area, man. Basically all black people over here in the West, but I've been through slavery. I'm a family. You know what I mean? We're coming from the same peoples, man. Yeah, there's tribes and all of that and whatever, but it is what it is. I mean, we got separated. You know what I mean? They're constantly trying to separate us. Well, you're not this because you live here and all the rest of it. Nah, I'm one that doesn't buy that. I don't care if you speak Spanish, German, French. We all know why we're over here and how we got here. So yeah, no, that's my people, man. We didn't get treated much better in Jamaica anyway. Vagrancy laws, or them BS laws after slavery, and elsewhere in the Caribbean. And they're still beating up Haiti now. Haiti tried to get free making Haiti pay them reparations because they lose money in slavery. It's like, how feisty is that? No, it's all ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Yeah, life's ridiculous. Oh well. I've never been up this part before. This is a new bit. You can see they've chopped all like the trees down to make a little pathway for everybody. But yeah, walking and stuff, man, makes you think. Okay, I've come far enough, let's turn back. Yeah, society, man. All these rules and regulations that are being dropped on us every bloody minute. Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Or is that your excuse to put the pressure on us? So we don't start to like shout up about how messy things are getting. Life. It's a mad time to live in, man. Very mad time to live in. But it's also very exciting in a strange type of way. And we're just passing through as well. Just passing through, man. We're only here a short time. Life's it's very fleeting, isn't it? We're not here long. Sometimes we think we are, but we're not. I'm touching 50 years old now. 1 minute I was 18, next minute I'm nearly 50. Middle age. You know, so it's like from 18 to 50, just like that. And you know the frightening thing, as I'm getting older, time's ticking faster. Before you know it, I'll be gone. You know what I mean? Just a little ripple in the puddle of life. Here, 1 minute, gone the next. So make the most of it, man. Make the most of your time you're here. And I don't mean like wild out constantly. What's that saying? How's it go? Live like it was your last day. Study like you're going to be here forever. Yeah. Why is that, I wonder? Because we're a dual being, aren't we? We're mortal, but we're also immortal. When you check it out. You know, we're actually living in a time machine. As in the body. The human body, cells are travelling here. The blood making a circuit around your body. if I'm not mistaken, I think the blood makes a circuit around your body the same time that it takes the light to travel from the sun to the earth, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to have to go back and research that now. But I know there's some sort of synchronicity with something regarding the old blood circulation. This is why everything's connected. It's another reason why I come out. Because the outside is the inside. And the inside is the outside. Some people think I'm crazy when I talk. Makes no difference to me. Right, I thought I got lost then, man. That didn't look the same when I was coming back. We'll stop here for a moment. Yeah, life's fleeting, mate. Gotta savour the moments that mean a lot to you. The harder thing is to savour the moments that don't mean so much to you. The moments you don't like. Because those are the ones that carry the lessons. And you can take them going forward. You know what I mean? Easier said than done. Because nobody likes to dwell on bad memories. I know I don't. But life's one big lesson, isn't it? Your ups and downs, your bad and your good. And then you have to sometimes rise above your emotions and be a witness. And note down what you've observed. Let me get my words out properly. What you've observed. Normally when I'm talking to myself, it's inside my head. So my words are very clear and crisp. It's different when you're actually saying them, or your mouth's out sometimes. Yeah. Let's go back into the forest. Yeah, just me mumbling on, trying to clarify my thoughts. I suppose it's like a little journal, isn't it? Without me writing it down. Let's add a fresh lick of paint. Right, I think that's me done chatting, you know. I've been inside my own head instead of being present here, taking in the scenery. Not my surroundings and tried to tell me. You know what I mean? I like nature talking to me. That's why you come in. Nature converses with you. So you have to be silent and just listen. That's what meditation is. Just being silent, letting the water still, so you can see and you can observe the reflection. Because when the water's light or turbulent, you can't see nothing in the water. If that's a better analogy. Just being silent, just observing, just taking in what needs to be taken in. So you can read it. Life's one big book. It's one big Quran. The book of nature. Just go into nature and read it. It's clearer than any other book. That's why when you go into yourself, you get clarity. Because you're part of that book. You are the book. That's why there's so many different ways to read, or so many different chapters of that book, so many different methods of meditation. There's not one single right way to do it. You know what I mean? There's different angles in nature. Hence all the different directions and where the trees are going and how they grow and how they maintain the distances from each other, like that. Different shapes. Varying geometry. Geometry, the root of mathematics. Mathematics, the art of problem solving. You know what I mean? Sometimes the student comes across a problem you can't fix. So sometimes you have to be quiet and listen to the teacher to give you that answer, which is yourself. You're the student and the master. Again, easier said than done. You know what I mean? Look at all this geometry here. As above, so below. And they're joined because it's one and the same thing. You see little stuff like that? Just take time to contemplate it because it's there right in front of your face. But we perceive it not most of the time. So while we're down here, man, do what you need to do, make your little mark. Like lovers when they go into the countryside or whatever and they carve that little heart on the tree. That's their little sign that they've actually passed through. You know what I mean? And it's left for others to see. Oh, someone else has been here before. You're not alone. Yeah, I like my little journaling. If you can take anything positive, good. I'm glad to have been of service to you. I'm glad to have been of service to myself by clarifying my thoughts. You know. Ooh. Anything negative where you take from this, good. What is negativity? It's just a marking on the board that's a little bit further away from the marking that you marked as positivity, but it's all on the same thermometer. It's just how you perceive it and how it affects you, and then you determine what type of mark it is. Just like maths, chemistry and stuff. You can use that same maths, that same mark, to make a bomb or a bullet, or that same mathematics to make a firework or a rocket. A thing of beauty and of youth instead of destruction and death. That's magic. So-called white and black magic. It's how you utilise your alchemy. There's also grey magic, yellow magic. That's why you've got to consistently study. You study a particular subject, and you get the same reading from different books. The same terminologies and stuff becomes pretty much standard. And all of a sudden, you'll come across a certain book that hits you with something different that you never even heard of before. Sometimes you don't even believe, because it's took you so by surprise. That's why you've got to consistently study. You never know everything because there's too much to know. Too much. Got to keep on going. So, I suppose me talking while I'm talking and contemplating on what's going on around me at the same time and inside of me at the same time, I suppose I'm actually using it as a kind of torch or shield, because it's actually getting pretty dark now. Oh dearie me. Oh. Yeah, man, countryside, man, gets the internal juices going. Plus it's a good little workout. It's the old heart racing. Well, not racing, but pumping, you know what I mean. I'm not actually jogging. It's good physical exercise. Good for the mental as well. Like I said earlier, good for the spiritual. Puts things back into check. Puts things back into the rightful, proper place within self. You know. Structure's what needs to be structured. You know what I mean? We never get time to philosophize, do we? We're always busy. You know, work takes up most of our time, the best part of our day. 9 to 5. When you get back, you're knackered. And when you do pursue other activities outside of that time, you can't really do them to the best of your ability because you're tired. On all levels. But that's how it's been structured, isn't it? By design. While the elite get to chill out and have leisure, utilising their time to study and understand the world, understand themselves, understand life, understand power, understand the application of power, what war actually is, utilising the general or the principle of war in all aspects of life. They understand what war is. The elite of this world. Everything is warfare. Business. That's why in the corporate world they tell you to read books like The Art of War by Sun Tzu, because you can apply the principles to life. Like the element of surprise always works. Like what Dubois did last night. He ripped up the script, he didn't play ball, surprised Anthony Joshua. You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua had all the terrain all mapped out, planned out, all his tools ready, sharpened. Dubois just took the rug from under him. It's like, surprise! Boop, boop, boop. And that was that, he couldn't adjust. He was that dazzled. There wasn't even a plan C, never mind plan B. Yeah man, the Book of Five Rings. All of these type of books. Studying generals like Hannibal, the Carthaginian. The ones that the Romans overran through divide and conquer. Because they didn't have the numbers. Carthage was the Rome of their time, the champions of the Mediterranean. The Romans were warlords. Again, the elite within Rome, they knew what the score was, they knew what their mission was, handed down through secret society. They knew what time it was. They knew the game plan, divide and conquer. And what happened? They played on Carthage's dissatisfaction within rulership, within the royal house, cousin against cousin, brother against brother. Yeah man, my man's been saying this about you. Rare. He's like, what? Me, I got to thump him down, you know. Hey, yo, I'll help you, you know. cover my legions. You know what I mean? We'll help you over here, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I want something in return. All right. Oh, what do you want? You know, them type of games. And then 2-2s. Backtrack on the bargain. Carthage gets smashed up. And then the butt of jokes, historical jokes for the next how many centuries by the Romans. Divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Whispering to the women. The women hold the power. The power behind the scenes. And the men execute it. The women know how to speak to the men. Especially in the old black societies, like Carthage. Carthage is North Africa, by the way. Modern day Tunisia, Algeria, Libya, Morocco. Yeah, man, war. Sometimes you've got to go to war against the darkness of self. You know? But that's another story. What's that took me? About an hour, 17 minutes. Yeah, man, that was a good little chat, that, wasn't it? A little chat to myself. It's funny how long you can chat to yourself, you know. Well, I'm not actually chatting to myself exactly, am I? Because I'm obviously going to publish this and put it on the old internet for you to watch it. If you want to watch it, it's up to you. But again, you know, it's me doing my little piece for the world, giving out vibes, words of wisdom, because I'm not actually a youngster anymore. I'm a middle-aged dude, so I think I can help a little bit. I'll put it this way, I can't do much worse. All the twerking and crap that's going on all on the internet. Just wasting your time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I've said enough. Let's call that a day. Yeah, man, it's been good. Hope you have a good productive day or night, whatever it is, the time, wherever you are on the planet. Okay, this is Brother Glenn and I'm out. Peace.